But I won on the border, and I won on groceries. It's a very simple word, groceries. Like almost, who uses the word? Over a short period of time. And I won an election based on that. We're going to bring those prices way down. I started using the word, the groceries. When you buy apples, when you buy bacon, when you buy eggs, they would double and triple the price.
Ever wondered what it feels like to be duped by a guy with a bad spray tan and even worse, economic policies? Well, you're in luck. We've got front row seats to the greatest show on earth, the Great American Bait and Switch. Join us as we pull back the curtain on Trump's economic circus. Watch in amazement as he makes jobs disappear and grocery bills multiply. Marvel at his ability to convince people that being broke is patriotic. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. Remember when Trump promised us cheaper groceries?
Canada, we'll see what happens with Canada, but the people of Canada would be paying less than half of the tax. If you look at the tax, they're going to be paying less than half the tax. Now, I love the people of Canada. We have a great relationship. But if they became our 51st state, it would be the greatest thing they could ever do. It would be unbelievable. It would be a cherished state. They don't pay very much for military, and the reason they don't pay much is they assume that we're going to protect them. That's not an assumption they can make, because why are we protecting another country?
Well, folks, I hope you've been practicing your ramen noodle recipes because you're gonna need them. Our pal Sally, the everyday MAGA mom, thought she'd be living large with caviar dreams on a tuna fish budget. But now she's squinting at price tags like they're written in Chinese tariffs. Sally's stroll down the cereal aisle is turning into a horror show. Those Apple Jacks are jacking up her blood pressure and the price of bacon. It's enough to make her squeal. It's like the grocery store decided to play a cruel joke on her wallet. Make America great again? More like, make my grocery bill astronomical again, Sally mutters under her breath. But wait, there's more. Trump's brilliant solution to sky-high prices, he's telling folks it's patriotic to pay more. That's right, patriots. Empty your pockets for the good old US of A. What's next?
You look at how beautiful that is, wow, it would be very exciting. But if you look at Canada, it would be cherished as a 51st state. And think of how beautiful that country would be without that artificial line running right through it. Somebody drew it many years ago with a ruler, just a line. They don't pay their share of military in NATO. They pay very little for military. They're not protected at all. And the reason is they think we're going to protect them.
Freedom fries for $10 a serving? Maybe we should start calling them bankrupt burgers or deficit dogs. Sally's not the only one feeling the pinch. Experts are saying Trump's trade wars are hitting American wallets harder than a heavyweight boxer after too many Trump steaks. It's like he's playing economic whack-a-mole, but instead of plastic moles, it's our bank accounts getting bonked. And get this? Trump's cheerleaders in the right-wing media are spinning these economic hardships faster than a dryer full of MAGA hats. They're telling Sally and her friends that paying more for consumer goods is like waving the American flag. Because nothing says, I love my country, like not being able to afford dinner, right? As Sally leaves the store with her sad little bag of overpriced freedom, she can't help but wonder.
The actions taken today by the White House split us apart instead of bringing us together.
And we have a tremendous deficit with the European Union, so we'll be doing something very substantial with the European Union. We're going to bring the level up to where it should be.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion.
Is this what winning feels like? Trump promised we'd get tired of winning, but the only thing Sally's tired of is trying to stretch her dollar further than Melania stretches the truth about her age. Well, folks, it looks like Trump's tariff tango is turning into a real dumpster fire, and it's not just China feeling the heat. Nope. Our good old red-blooded American wallets are getting scorched too. Remember when Donny Diapers swaggered onto the world stage, promising to make trade great again? Well, he stepped on more toes than a clumsy elephant at a ballet recital. Turns out, Canada and Mexico aren't too thrilled about Trump's dance moves. They've decided to show off some fancy footwork of their own, and boy, are our industries feeling it. Take Kentucky bourbon makers, for example. They're drowning their sorrows in their own product faster than you can say, "Make America drunk again." Why? Because Canada slapped a 25% tariff on their liquid gold, and now exports are drying up quicker than Trump's hair in a windstorm. But wait, there's more. Our farmers are watching their crops do the rotting mambo right in the fields. No labor, no buyers, no problem. Right? Wrong. China's gone shopping elsewhere, leaving our farmers with more unwanted produce than a vegan at a BBQ joint. Brazil and Argentina are laughing all the way to the bank, while our corn is popping right off the stalk. And what's the right-wing media doing about all this? They're spinning harder than a washing machine on steroids, trying to convince folks that empty pockets equal full patriotism. It's like they're saying, hey, if you're not broke, you're not American enough. Talk about some twisted logic. Am I right? Here's the kicker. In Trump's trade war, the biggest casualties are his own supporters. It's like friendly fire, but instead of bullets, it's bulldozing bank accounts. Red states are seeing more red than a bull at a MAGA rally. And some folks are starting to wonder if this is 4D chess or just a giant game of sorry, I tanked your economy. Don't believe me? Just ask this former Trump supporter who's feeling more buyer's remorse than someone who bought a timeshare from a guy named Slick Rick. They said, and I quote, "I feel so guilty that I voted for you, Donald Trump. I'm starting to regret that vote." Ouch! That's got to sting more than the time Trump tried to look directly at a solar eclipse. And it's not just the big shots feeling the pinch. Small business owners in Trump country are struggling to keep their doors open wider than Trump's mouth during a Twitter rant. It's like economic whack-a-mole out there, but instead of plastic moles, it's people's livelihoods popping up and down. Well, folks, it looks like the American dream has taken a wild ride on the Trump train, and the destination ain't exactly Disney World. Our pal Sally's gone from cheering at MAGA rallies to digging for spare change in her couch cushions. Talk about a plot twist. But hey, don't just sit there feeling sorry for yourself and your empty wallet. It's time to put on your thinking caps. And no, I don't mean those red ones gathering dust in your closet. Maybe it's time to trade in the Make America Great Again for Make America Think Again. Novel concept, right? Before you go casting your vote in 2024, remember this little nugget of wisdom. Vote with your wallet. That is, if you've still got anything left in it after Trump's economic roller coaster. And while you're at it, why not brush up on some economic literacy? Who knows, you might even learn why blaming Canada for your financial woes is about as effective as using a toupee to fix a bad hair day.